Hey everybody, welcome to Near Disney. Thanks for tuning in for the Wednesday show. We got some great information for you and some big breaking news that should affect the real estate market in addition to how it's going to affect the country and the world at large. But before we get into that, we got to cue our theme song. Fireworks get us energized on a Wednesday night. So before we get things going, I'm just going to open up my comments and chat box on the right here. It's all about viewer engagement here. If you have a question or a comment about anything we're talking about or just anything about Central Florida or real estate in general, that's what this is about. Us two Florida realtor market experts getting together for a chat about everything that's going on within a 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, with tourism and parks and real estate. So if you want to introduce yourselves in the chat, that's cool, but we'll introduce ourselves here. I'm Elijah Lewis with Florida in Motion Realty. On Near Disney, they call me the Prince of Real Estate. And off to the box beside me.
Hi, I am Sue Koptiev, also with Florida in Motion Real Estate. And on Near Disney, they call me Aurora because I am not sleeping.
Sleeping Beauty.
As in
you got
Sleeping
the beauty.
Beauty,
You got the beauty part.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Awesome. Well, we should just jump right into the headline here. Breaking news. Oh my gosh. It's a word on everyone's lips. Rate cuts are here. This was like the longest period of tightening maybe that we have seen. And that's why I've got out Kim Hawk's fairy godmother magic wand here so that we can just magic in a nice rate cut for you and finally get maybe some advantages for buyers in the market to have more purchasing power. So Sue, what do you read into this situation about what happened today? Maybe explain it a little bit if anyone just didn't happen to catch the news this evening.
Well, the Federal Reserve cut the interest rates by 0.25% today. So that was anticipated. They were hoping, the rest of us were hoping to see more, but regardless, the market did respond favorably. So that's always a good thing to watch. Nothing dropped significantly or kind of went crazy.
Okay.
So the exact mortgage rates are going to depend on, of course, just as usual, the loan program you're using, your credit score. But right now they are in the low sixes, and that's on the 30-year loans. So what we did was I had one of our preferred lenders, his name's Mike Riley, and he gave me some really good information. I just asked him, I said, on a $500,000 home with 20% down, which is kind of just a, mid-range, maybe slightly higher mid-range home in our Central Florida area right now. So basically 500,000 down, 20% down would be a $400,000 mortgage.
Okay.
And so right now the payment is about $66 lower than it was last week. And it's also, that's a month. And it's also $266 lower than it would have been a year ago at this time. So it is, $66, gets you a couple of, in Florida, it still gets you a couple of tanks of gas. Not in a lot of other states, though, from what I'm understanding.
Sure.
So they do expect, Jerome Powell signaled today that the Fed is probably going to open up a couple more rate cuts before the end of the year, and then
maybe two. I heard they were open to that. So that this could be the snowball effect of something. I think everybody on the dream team reached out to lenders tonight when this news broke that just everyone in our sphere saying, what do you make of this? What do you think? And some of the people I talked to as well said that this could mean lower rates in the future and even better a picture for buyers moving forward. So this could be a time if you've been waiting, now would be the time maybe to get in touch with us and start that process again for the home search, and just because sometimes it takes months, and this is a good start to be in. Sorry, I'm pulling up this here. So on MSN.com, it's reaffirming that by slashing rates, the Fed will effectively make borrowing money cheaper. The idea is that the cheaper it is to borrow, the more people will spend, and the more jobs will be created. And then here, when we I'm going to scroll down part in this for a bit for like what it means for trying to buy a house. Buyers shopping around for a home loan are finding mortgage rates that, as you were just saying there, that are more than a quarter point lower than they were just a month ago, and that more than half a point lower than they were at the start of June. So these lower rates are resulting in a not insignificant in your buyer's purchasing power. And according to Redfin, would be homeowners would have added more than 22,000 to their buying budgets with this event, over the summer. So basically, an additional decrease in rates, however small, is welcome. And hey, we just are saying keep it coming to us as realtors.
Yeah, the other thing that I asked Mike about was what does this mean for people who maybe bought when we were over, up to 7% or more? And he suggested anyone with an interest rate of 7.25 or higher should at least look at their refinance options, because right now, if they could refinance, that would be, a full percentage point less than what they're paying now.
Sure.
And so that would be a couple $100 a month, could be more depending on the value of the home. So yeah, exciting
stuff. We've just been hearing about it. Maybe will they do it for time and time again every time they meet? And so hey, we finally got something cooking here. So
yeah,
that's fun.
And remember, we've got actually quite a few really good lenders that we can refer you to, and you can interview with all of them or one or two of them, and we can definitely say they would be really helpful for you if you're looking to do anything like what we were just talking about. So
yeah, we brought lenders on the show before on this stream, and we might be needing to do it again soon to kind of give out if they've got some great programs that are going to take advantage of these developments here. So that's good, because when you join our group, the Kim Hawk, the Fairy Godmother's Real Estate, 25 years of experience doing this in Central Florida and Celebration, Florida, and we are all storied realtors as well as the team. So you're getting us, and you're getting our Rolodex, you're getting our connections, our lenders, our preferred title groups, and everyone who we have had a great routine and track record of. This team assembles, and we get to the closing date smoothly, or we find the the right fit for you very smoothly. So that's how we like to do it. And before we move on to the next topic, I just want to say thank you so much, Mallory, for saying hello to us.
Hey,
Elijah and
Mallory.
Sue. Appreciate you watching on a Wednesday night and sharing your greetings with us.
Yeah.
So when it comes to purchasing power, I also just want to bring up a listing that we have in Celebration, Florida, the town that was built by Disney. Celebration is built into different neighborhoods inside that they call villages, and they're not all the same. Some are single family, some are condo oriented, and the Artisan Park Village of Celebration, Florida is a really prestigious one. It has its own private clubhouse and pool and fitness center and community event hub, and some parks that people get to enjoy. It was with their resident benefits. And right now we have the opportunity of listing the best priced condo in Artisan Park right now, especially as a 2-bedroom. We just did a price reduction to $299,000. So to get 2-bed, 2 full bath, 1,345 square feet, all on one floor in an elevator building. And I've actually got a fun little video to play of it as well that should just show you how cute it is. And I'd be happy to run through the comps with you. If you're familiar with Celebration yourself, you may realize that is an awesome price to realize there. So let's just give you a peek inside it and then do a little group roundup at the end. Awesome. So that is 1221 Stonecutter Drive, Unit
Great.
213, up on the second floor in an elevator building, all on one floor. You saw there that it had a storage unit that it comes with and a
Mhm.
garage. So to get a storage unit, garage, 2 bedrooms, 1,345 square feet for 299 is the list price. That is that's a good deal. And the other thing I want to share with you, breaking on this, it's a motivated seller. So there could be, some more room to discuss about pricing that we could work with you on. As you saw, there's maybe some room to do some renovations there, and we understand that. So we could kind of show you what our own contractors have come in and kind of priced out if you want to maybe explore this as an opportunity. This year we sold the same floor plan for $400,000 with updates. So you can see that there is potentially some cool opportunity here. And honestly, if even from the point of view of investment property, we've just listed a couple Artisan Park condos in Celebration, Florida, the town built by Disney, and they rented quick for premium price and getting their rent asking price. So these are very desirable units that people just want to live in, even for that rental lifestyle, if you want to look at it that way. Oh, got another comment here. Dune Buggy Jim, a regular around here. We appreciate you. Almost didn't make it. Hi, you two. Loving this 75-degree weather. Oh, that is right. It's getting to almost be jacket weather soon, huh?
I know. I can't wait.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Light jacket. Light
Oh,
jacket.
oh, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
actually, just not like shorts and a t-shirt, but you can actually like
Right.
wear your flannel on top and not all of a sudden be sweating a bit. That's what we consider a jacket around here.
Yeah.
So, but that's good. It's it's going to be that time of year where we get to send those postcards to our friends from out of state, where it's like we've built a snowman out of the sandcastle on the beach, and you say, "Haha, you're cold, and we are doing just fine in the
Yeah.
sunshine." Let's see, what else have I got here? Oh, I just want to pull up this article here that Tim Hawk found that was pretty interesting about Disney hotels and around here. So pulling this up. Basically, inside the Disney bubble, what's to know about Disney World's hotels? So oftentimes people come to us from out of state and they want to look at real estate with us in Central Florida, and they want to couple. They're like, okay, I'm going to visit Disney with my family, but let's also check out some houses. And many times they'll just be staying at the Disney World hotels when they're booking, their real estate visits with us, and those are cool. So we always want to let you know about what these are like, and if you have any experience with Disney hotels or any comments on them, feel free to pipe in and share too, Sue.
Okay, I will.
So yeah, there's benefits to staying on site with the hotel perks. So basically, the monorail crawl. The biggest question is which resort to choose. There are more than 20 Disney-owned and operated hotels at Disney World, and basically the benefits here. Like, I guess they've got the Rock and Roller Coaster here, and we all know that is going to be rebranded soon. Aerosmith, who's been there forever, even since I was going to Disney as a kid. It's about to be all the Muppets now. But guests of Disney Resorts, collections, hotels get 30 minutes of early theme park entry, to all 4 theme parks. And additionally, guests staying at Deluxe and Deluxe Villa Resorts get extended evening hours. So after they kicked everyone else out, when it's not so hot anymore, as a hotel guest, you get to still walk around and enjoy with way less crowds and way better temperatures. So those are cool perks for saying that. You get a free water park entry in 2025, dining deals. Next year, I guess for 2026, kids' ages 3 to 9 could get free Disney dining plans when adults in their party purchase plans for themselves. So that's cool. Kids, those pesky kids get hungry, Early booking windows, so you can start booking in Lightning Lane attractions 7 days ahead of their first park date. while the general public has to wait until the 3-day mark. So
Yeah.
that's kind of cool. I mean,
That is really cool. A lot of people are really taking advantage of the lightning lane. I know, just from talking to friends and visitors, for sure.
Free Disney transportation. Depending on the hotel, guests have a variety of free transportation options to the parks. Because if you were like just say getting a hotel somewhere else, you're probably still going to pay that Uber, or still going to pay that, have those extra expenses of getting to the park and getting back from the park. So that is those are the little things that all add up, like feeding your kids, that their portion of the meals, getting the transportation to and from, and oh my gosh, parking. I don't know about you, but I paid like $60 to park at Epic Universe. I know that's not Disney. When I was like getting there at the beginning, it was so crowded. So that and Disney World Resort hotels guests get free self-parking at their hotel and the parks. It beats like at least $30 for standard vehicles.
Right.
So this is cool, and there's all the different themes and attractions for which one will be your vibe and your style. So basically, depending on where you're staying, you will make a determination based on all this, whether staying on or off site at Disney is the way to go. And it's all beautiful. It's all part of the fun, all themed. So
I was
yeah,
going to
just
say, you can't really go wrong. You've got so much to choose from.
So this article came from USA Today. If you want to check it out yourself and just type in like this article, feel free to check it out. But yeah, they kind of go in depth on a hotel by a hotel basis, and it's scrolling through these pictures. It is fun just how vastly different looking. This one's got giraffes and antelopes out in the open.
Oh, yeah, that's an
for your
animal
Animal
park.
Kingdom lodge. So I mean, like, you just are spoiled for choice about where you're going to stay. They're all world class. Great stuff.
Good.
All right. So, and we're going to talk a little bit more about Disney at the end of the show, because you found, after we had a fun little Disney discussion last week, you found another cool article.
Yeah, I just found a couple of, I've kind of dived into this whole trivia, or, just fun facts that maybe people don't know about Disney. So we'll get that into a minute, because Elijah's got some good information about how, about choosing your down payment.
Yep. I always try to flip flop a little bit between the fun and the informative, helpful real estate stuff. So basically, we've just got people who, one of the things that, especially for first time home buyers, one of the intimidating factors of like, why am I not going to just rent versus own, is the idea of like the down payment size. That's having that. How much do you have to have tucked away to plunk down up front in order to get in, versus, because otherwise it's just not just how much would my mortgage payment be versus my rent payment. It's the down payment that comes in as the factor for people trying to make that transition.
That's right.
So basically, depending on your personal situation, you may want to have more cash on hand to invest, to make repairs for an emergency fund, or your priority might be lower monthly payments if the place that you're getting is already pretty move-in ready and there's not much that you want to do with it. So that can factor into like whether you want to put more money down or less. So when they've got their chart here, smaller down payments, say the home's easier to buy into, easier to afford, because you don't have to have that big war chest. There's more cash left over at the end, because you haven't maybe depleted your entire savings in order to, be totally house poor, as they call it.
Right.
Equity is going to grow with time. So maybe it doesn't, matter so much that there's still a lot left to pay off, because the home equity will have grown so much that, like, let's just say you had a $50,000 mortgage, the home's equity grew to like by $100,000. So then all of a sudden it's like, well, you've still got a good chunk on the horizon, and you can just keep your savings for emergencies, because you want that peace of mind that you didn't just spend every cent in the world, and what if something happens.
Correct.
On the other side of things, the benefits of larger down payment, lower monthly payments is a factor, because you've got less mortgage to to take a percent out of. And of course, you could buy down the interest rate as well,
Hmm.
so you can get a lower interest rate, more immediate equity, and smaller loan balance. And also, I guess when you pay more, sometimes versus paying less, if you just kind of barely put some skin in the game, lenders will make you buy mortgage insurance.
Hmm.
But when you pay more, they may waive that for you. So that's just something to consider. Something we always walk you through with when you're making your decision. And we also put you in touch with those lenders who are in our networking circle to kind of lay out what might be the best game plan for you.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to feel overwhelmed about any part of purchasing or selling a home, and you can get really overwhelmed pretty quickly with having to deal with, what am I going to do for a down payment? So, no worries. Just we can help you. We can walk you through it all, and like Elijah said, we can put you in touch with the right people to help you in your specific situation and circumstances.
Awesome. So I guess we'll close out this wonderful day talking about rate cuts, talking about down payment guidance, and beautiful homes that we have for sale in the town Disney built,
Hmm.
with your article that you found, kind of that might be giving our viewers some fun information that they might not know about Disney.
Yeah, there was 21 on this, but I just chose a few because they just really like not shocked me, but I was really actually surprised. So and I love this being in Florida because I'm originally from the West Coast and I've lived in mountainous areas. I mean, like serious mountains, like Sierra foothills and that kind of thing.
Not just
And
Splash Mountain.
not just Splash Mountain, right? So one of the fun facts is Disney World is the home to the tallest mountain in Florida. It's inspired by the icy peaks of the Himalayan mountains in Asia. The Expedition Everest, which I love that ride, is considered the tallest mountain in Florida because it's almost 200 feet. And so I knew it was one of the higher ones, but I didn't realize it was going to be the highest. My second one that I chose is, and this is because I am a popcorn freak. I love popcorn. And so the amount of popcorn served annually at Walt Disney World adds up to the weight of 1,557 African elephants at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Okay. Okay.
And to round it out, and this can kind of go with the whole idea we were talking about the Disney hotels earlier. If you wanted to stay in every room at every Disney resort, it would actually take you decades. There are nearly 29,000 resort rooms at Walt Disney World with options for almost every budget. And staying in one room per night would take you more than 79 years. So if you get started really young, you might be able to figure out how to get through that.
Wow, that would be a heck of a goal. I already thought that the crazy goal about doing every Disney park in the country in one day was crazy. Those people, they wake up in the morning. I don't know if it's either in California or Florida for Disneyland there, and they go to all the parks just pretty quick, and then they catch a flight, go to the other end of the country, go from Disneyland to Disney World, and then find to get a park hopper pass, and then just do every one of
Make
the
sure they
Disney World parks.
get
And
into all the parks.
somehow that's possible to do in one day. But I don't know about
Well,
79 years.
it's possible if you think about it, because I mean it's crazy, but it's possible if you start in Florida, because when you hit the West Coast, you've gained 3 hours because they're three
Yeah.
hours behind us.
Right.
So
So
that
you start
actually
in
extends your
Florida and then
day.
you go to, yeah, sorry, I
Hmm.
got it. I got it backwards. You start in Florida and then you go to California.
Right. But when you think about it, adding 3 whole hours, if you're really crazy, you could probably do
Yep. Let us know if you have ever undertaken such a thing in the comments. I actually do know people who have. So
Oh,
that is
really?
something. Yes, I
Really?
do.
Wow. That's awesome. I'm
Bless them.
impressed.
Bless their souls. They are true believers.
I believe it.
And with that, I think those are all the topics we wanted to cover tonight. But if you have any more questions, or if you want to take advantage of these rate cuts and start house hunting with us, we'd be happy to do a market analysis for you in any area in the Central Florida market that you have an interest in. And we'll just see what we can do for you. See if you've got more buying power all of a sudden to make your dreams happen.
Yes.
And with that, I think we'll go to the end slide. Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate, will sign us out. And we always appreciate it if you would hit the like button or subscribe.
Yes.
We're trying to get on the path to 10,000 subscribers so we can continue to bring y'all the good content. So take care, everyone.
Good night.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.